Today I lucked up by seeing my mother's porn. My PC sits next to my stepdad's laptop in the living room. My cat likes to jump on the keyboard or the laptop and lay on it. A moment ago, he jumped up onto the keys and the screen lit up showing me to open photo gallery. I went over and was going to close the application and then shut down the laptop. I was greeted with 3 distinct photos. 1. My mother and my stepdad in a threesome. The thing is, the person in the middle was my mother's best friend. I saw her eating out my own mother as my stepdad drilled the other girl. 2. My mother sucking off my stepdad, in my dad's house. On the counter. Where I eat. 3. More tame, but my stepdad, who is bald, with a decent head of hair. I've never seen him with more than a little fuzz before. So I have to face them tomorrow with these images seared into my mind. TLDR, saw my mom's porn. Help me God. Edit, my mother woke me up while I was operating on 3 hours of sleep and oh boy. My stepdad uses Reddit. He found this. You duckers brought me to the front page. This is my first time ever here and my lord, why this post? Thanks anyway, even though my life just got a lot worse, now I have 10k virtual clicks. Edit 2. Not 30 seconds after posting this edit my mom said she looked at the computer and couldn't find these images, and then I got my first ever medal in this gold. Duck the internet man. Happy Mother's Day. That threesome was probably a foursome, there had to be a fourth to take the picture. Happy Mother's Day. Biological dad for the win. I'm sorry you saw your stepdad with hair. Today I ducked up by sucking dick at home. Throwaway account. I just can't RN. Some background info. So I'm a dude, gay and all, and I'm in a secret relationship with my boyfriend, of 2 years. We pretend to be just the best of friends, not holding each other's hands, cuddling etc. unless we're in a guaranteed secure and private space, like in a bedroom. I live with a religious family, and they are pretty homophobic except for my big sister. She's pretty supportive. So here we are, the 12th of June Wednesday, I decided to invite my BF over as usual. It's not strange for him to come home with me. He had a pretty good friendship with my mom and dad too. So there we just finished eating dinner while we laughed on the table, you know, the norms. I kiss my mom and dad goodnight, my BF drops a good night to them as well and they enter their bedroom, while we enter mine. I live in a 1-floor house, but it's pretty long, with my parents at the end of the hall, so I pretty much had a lot of privacy in the night. So we began doing the usual, cuddling on the floor where his mattress is, kissing each other, until things became spicy. I'm not gonna explain anymore, since I don't wanna be a guy from where I have a 6. Anyway, it led to him sitting on the bed and me sucking him off. That's where it all went wrong. I forgot I asked my dad to fix my broken shoes for pay tomorrow, and he's one to sneak into my bedroom to drop stuff in. I usually know when he would come, even had one close call, but I was just into the moment that I couldn't focus on my environment. So there, I hear the door open, some light comes in, and next thing you know he began shouting and kicked my BF out in nothing more but his pants. It was a long night of shouting, a night of me and my mom crying, and here I am just laying in bed, planning to maybe sneak out to school while my parents quarrel in the bedroom. TLDR, invited my BF home, got caught sucking duck by my religious dad. I might send in updates, but who knows. Did you occasionally shout bramacho things like, "Yay that chick had amazing bazongas," to throw your dad off the gay scent? Edit, OP if you see this just act like Captain Holt on Brooklyn 99 when he has to act straight. It's foolproof. Today I ducked up by trying to surprise my girlfriend in the shower. Obligatory, this happened like 3 months ago. My GF, her mom, and I drove out to visit her uncle and were staying at his house for a few days. The night we arrive, my GF tells me that she's going to take a shower and goes down to the only bathroom in the house. After about 20 minutes, feeling a little mischievous, I sneak down and head to the bathroom so scare her and she shower. Quietly I enter and rip the shower curtains open. To my surprise it's her mom. She shouts, "What are you doing?" I shout, "I'm so sorry either you were, GF," and I bolt out. I enter the bedroom and find my GF is sitting there in her bathrobe dying of laughter. I still can't look at her mom in the eye. TLDR, I tried to surprise my GF in the shower but surprised her mom instead. Porn lied again, SMH. Oh yeah, by accident. We all know you were hoping for a cheeky invite into the shower with her mum. You little devil you. Today I lucked up by letting my girlfriend's dad use my laptop, NSFW. So today I had one of the most uncomfortable moments of my adult life. I'm still dealing with the repercussions of it all, but duck me if it doesn't make one hell of a story for you all. Okay, so for a bit of backstory, I'm 27 and I live with my girlfriend. We've been together for 2 years now, and throughout that time I've seen her parents roughly 3 or 4 times. A couple years before we met they both retired and now they live in a different country. On top of that they're usually traveling, so it's a little harder to spend time with them. Now an important part of this story is my girlfriend and I for about a year now have been making amateur porn. Before we met she was a cam model, and after about a year of our relationship we decided we were both comfortable making video content together. We make a fair amount of money and both enjoy it a lot. We've also managed to keep our sex work careers hidden from our families. Up until this morning, that is. So on top of making porn, I'm also an aspiring film editor and I am an editor for a couple different YouTubers. Gotta start somewhere. But I also edit our content, and the night before my girlfriend's parents came to stay with us I'd been editing a new video. Usually after editing I go through and watch the edit to make sure there were no little mistakes left in. Now fast forward to today, my girlfriend's parents are coming to stay with us for the week. Around midday they arrived and everything was going great, which was relieving because I'd always got the vibe they didn't like me very much. We were all sat in our living room watching a film when my girlfriend's dad asked if he could use my laptop to access his emails because his phone was having issues. I immediately said sure and led him into the office. Now I could have just brought him the laptop, but my laptop is hooked up to some quite expensive studio monitors and her dad is very much into audio and I kinda wanted to show them off to him and talk about music with him. So I lead him into the office and almost instantly he notices the monitors and starts talking about how much he loves them, and we got distracted talking about them until a couple minutes passed and he brought up his emails again. He sat down in front of my desk as I opened my laptop and entered the password. Only for one of mine and his daughter's videos to start playing on the screen in front of him, and not just any video. It was a video of his beautiful firstborn daughter, his pride and joy, the apple of his eye, riding a floor-mounted dildo whilst I ejaculated on her face. If that's not bad enough, the monitors had been left on and the audio of us both moaning was loud enough for her mother to hear in the living room. I panicked and shut the laptop, but the audio still continued to play for at least 5 seconds after closing it. Her dad then proceeded to pretend to get a call and made his way outside shortly after her mom went outside and they began to have an argument. About an hour later her mom came in and said that her dad was feeling unwell, so they booked a hotel in case it was contagious because she didn't want her dad getting us sick also. Her dad has not spoken to either of us since leaving, and my girlfriend and I are both unbelievably embarrassed and nervous about having dinner with them in 2 days, but I hope you guys get some enjoyment out of this and I'll keep you updated if anything else happens. TLDR, I unintentionally showed my girlfriend's dad a video of me coming on her face and now he won't talk to us. Update, a couple of you have asked questions about the laptop situation, so I'll explain. As I said earlier in the post, I watch the video post-editing to make sure there's no problems before uploading. Before going to sleep I just shut the laptop without even thinking. I do this often. I know it's not good, but SSHH. If you don't stop playing a video before closing, it will start playing upon opening again. Still haven't heard from her dad yet. I honestly didn't expect this to get this big, but your comments have made my girl and I laugh a lot, so thank you. Update 2. Thank you all for participating in a social experiment. Stay tuned. You have probably ruined his passion for good audio. The scene will play back in his head every time he sees some great audio gear. Oh no, that microphone looks slightly phallic, just like the floor-mounted dildo I have now seen my daughter destroying her innocence on. And this, kids, is why even if it's your own, and you live alone, never leave porn open on a laptop. Never ever let people onto your user. Have a guest user for anyone who doesn't have a permanent account on the machine. Even in the 90s, I kept that policy. Phones support guest users now too. He'll never be able to kiss his daughter on her face again without getting a boner. Ejaculation is the new kiss. Jizz is the new kiss. Fixed that for you. It's a pop-up, I swear. It's just an ad with to random porn star. Oh shut. Be grateful he wasn't one of those, whatever you do to my daughter I'll do to you type parents.